Hey guys, it's me, Duel again. I'm gonna be honest, I was not planning on doing a what if today, but I saw a comment of a guy who asked for part 4 today. I'm not the kind of person to do daily uploads, so if you do want to know, I am there are two people that run this channel. He doesn't upload very much, but his name's ASMA, and he uploads on every other Friday. I upload on every Friday, he doesn't, and in between the week. So yeah. But chances are I won't be uploading on weekends, mainly weekdays. But there will be an episode every Friday of any what if. I'm not sure which one he'll pick, but his main is the Tailed Beast what if. It's his favorite. And, no, yeah. I'm going to pop up a picture of who requested part 4 today. So thank him because I try to get out what my comments ask for. So if you do want a certain twist in the story, or like, oh, this story's getting boring, can you upload a different one? If you do type that, I will post a video saying I will discontinue a certain series if I don't get a comment that asks not to. It might not be right away, I might not even see the comment, but this is not a permanent what if. This is a what if I'm going to be doing on the side, but I will make sure the story's finished before I stop doing it. So yeah. I left off the story. Wait, I'm gonna have to show you guys who requested the thing. Here you are. It's What If King. Well, whenever you got these notifications when I was recording this. So yeah, you are the reason part 4 came out today. Just so you know. Okay. Yeah, I'm in all those. Okay. So I left off with Belle going to sleep, and the next day was the war games against Hestia Familia. You guys don't know who's in Hestia Familia, so I'm gonna have to break out my new character sheet. Alright, so Hestia Familia's top member is a level 5 adventurer by the name of Black Delaware Heart. He's my OC character. He's a dual-wielding swordsman with anti-magic blades. The other blade doesn't matter because the other blade's a demon blade, but that doesn't matter because Belle's not a demon. He has one magic ability, and it's called Lost World. This is not the exact ability. This is the name of my ability and my OC character, but this is not what it does. Alright, Lost World will slow down time for 5 seconds. You can only use it once a day. The other characters are just background characters like the mage I used last episode. So yeah, the main rival against Belle will be Black Delaware Heart, so I'm just gonna call him Blackheart. So yeah, now what? Okay, so Belle is waking up the day of the war games. Let's say the war game starts at 4 o'clock. Yeah, Belle wakes up 5 a.m. as usual, and he straps on his sword to his back like Greenroot would. Straps his sword to his back and puts on his black cloak. It's more of a coat, but it's still a cloak. I would call it a cloak. Yeah. And he decides to go on his run. And like I said, he does a 50-kilometer run every day to keep his body in shape. He does his run, but before he does, he stops at Mamma Mia and picks up meat sticks. Yeah, those my knuckles cracking. Deal with it. He picks up his meat sticks like usual, and he does his 50-kilometer run. He doesn't see ice training today, so he just goes on with his run. After he finishes the 50-kilometer run, he heads into the dungeon at 6 a.m. He, this is Lily's, he's letting Lily have the day off to prepare. He kills 2,000 monsters, but I'm gonna say they were on floor 3, so let's say he got $200,000. I'm gonna say the cores were about as long as his middle finger. Yeah, I'll say the cores were about as long as his middle finger, and as round as... I think here, I don't want to make it too big. Let's say it's about the same size as 4 pencils holding together. Yeah. So we got 2,000 of those. And now he turns them in, gets the money, and walks around town. He sees that there is a homeless shelter, and it's asking for donations, so they can get a new orphanage. Not orphan, yeah, let's say it was an orphanage, and they were asking for donations to repair the building. And Belle says, well, I did get a lot of money yesterday, so I don't think I really need this. So he donates it to the orphanage. He donates 2,000 dollars to the orphanage. The nun thanks him, and he moves on. But when the nun looks in the bag, she nearly has a heart attack. Then they buy a whole new fucking building. They just buy a whole new church. They just buy a church. Whole new one. Okay. Oh, that gives me a really good idea. That's great. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up right now, but yeah, it's a secret. Okay, so let's say that adventure in the dungeon took about 2 hours. No, 4 hours. 4 hours. So it is 10 a.m. Belle has 6 hours till the war games. So he goes into Wealth and has him check up on his equipment. He has him do a bit of maintenance on his sword, sharpen it. He also has he's looking around Wells' workshop, and he senses magic inside his table. Belle asks about it, and he says, "How were you able to sense?" And Will asks how he was able to sense it. Belle responds with, he makes the helmet he's wearing in this photo appear, and he says, "This armor is invisible over my body at all times. It has the ability to sense magic." He makes the armor disappear, and he says, "That's pretty cool." And then he, what else? Wealth responds with, "That's a magic sword." Belle says, "Where'd you get it?" And he said, "It's one of the ones I made a long time ago." "You make magic swords?" "Yeah, but I don't do it anymore." Belle respects Wealth's decision and doesn't push it. As Belle picks up a sword and says, "Mine's magic too." Wealth doesn't believe it and says, "Can't be. Magic swords don't last very long. Not to mention, they're way too fragile, and I've seen you use that sword in the dungeon for many times." I'm sorry, I've been writing scripts in my classes for what ifs, and the one I was writing this morning was a decade what if, so I got that confused. Belle says it is. It's just something I made, or well, my partner made. Wolf doesn't question it. Just thinks it's an out-of-town contact. Belle picks up the sword and uses black flame, and the sword is coated in black flame. He says, "It's a very powerful sword, but it needs a particular type of mana." Belle says, "That's amazing. So how does it last this long?" The metal it's made out of, and the fact that it uses fire magic and heat-related magic. The metal it's used of, when heat's applied, it becomes stronger. Wealth seems impressed. Let's say this checkup took 3 hours. So Bell has 3 hours till the war games. So he goes and gets Lily. Lily seems to have a new crossbow and some nice clothes on. And Wealth's coming with him because I want to say that Wealth was just a freestyle blacksmith and not in the Feistus Familia. So let's say Wealth was happy to join Poseidon's Familia to help out Bell, especially when he saw the blacksmithing room in their house. Let's say that Bell himself requested 2 magic swords be made. I'm gonna say that Wealth was hesitant, but he did it for a friend because he knows that Bell has experience with magic swords, and that due to his money, he may be able to preserve them and treat them like honorable blades. Yeah, let's go with that. So Bell takes the ice magic sword and the wind magic sword. As he has 2 blades on his back like Kirito would, and this blade on his hip. As he's walking, everybody's laughing at him and saying, "Why would he need 3 swords? He must lose them a lot." Because let's say the handles are wrapped up so they couldn't tell they were magic swords. As Wealth, Lily, and Bell were walking into the war games, Hesty was like, I see you only brought 3 members to my 300. Very nice for me. Haha. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's say she actually used 300 of her Familia members. And Blackheart was leading the charge. I like inputting my own OC character into my what-ifs. Even if it's a side character that's about to get smacked. So yeah, let's say Blackheart's blades were anti-magic swords. And he has 2 on his back. So, yeah. Blackheart is the king, Bell is the king. And he gives Lily let's say he gives Lily the ice magic sword. And says, "Here, Lily, you get a pinch, you can use this." Lily says, "Okay, Master Bell." As he tells Lily to stay here and make sure Wealth and you don't get hurt. So now Bell has the wind magic sword and his blade. He walks up to the castle wall as he begins being fired on by archers. As he pulls the blade out of its sheath, not his blade, but the wind magic blade. He pulls the blade out of his sheath for a split second, and all the arrows bounce off of him. Not him, but solid wind. As Bell draws his katana and slices at the brick wall. As all they see on the other side is black and red. As the entire other side of the wall is gone. Bell walks in as the armor appears on him and says, "We are Tempest." They can see that there's the trident and the lightning bolt on his shoulders. As they all start to run at him, Bell pulls the wind magic sword and then just swings it at all of them, and they all fall down. They are unconscious. The wind magic sword used suffocation. It suffocated them till they passed out. So let's say that 150 soldiers were leading that charge. And that swing took out all of them. As Blackheart saw this, he says he's using magic swords. He's using magic swords. Blackheart realizes that none of his soldiers can combat magic but him. So he tells them to fall back. As he jumps down to fight Bell. Bell draws his wind magic sword and his katana. As Blackheart draws his dual long swords. As he says, Lost War. No, it'd be two. Yeah, let's say Blackheart was very, very cautious of Bell because of what he just did. So he says, Lost World. As Bell uses chronokinesis magic, just being wary of whatever this ability does. As he sees Blackheart move extremely fast at him. As he uses chronokinesis to speed himself up just fast enough to where it cuts the wind blade in half. Now Bell is left with nothing but his katana. And let's say that all the other 149 men were trying to assault Lily. But let's say Lily used the ice magic sword and froze them all. So now it's a 1v1 against Bell and Blackheart. Because Lily and them are surrounded by an army of ice sculptures. And they can't get around them. Okay, so... yeah. So now it's Bell against the enemy Blackheart. Blackheart says, how did he block a time-splitting sword? That sword cuts through, my ability cuts through time itself. There is no way you would be able to block it. He says, in his head he says, chronokinesis magic down. Chronokinesis magic bound. But then in reality he says, tough luck. As he uses 100% Black Lightning and blitzes Blackheart. As he grabs him by his face and pushes his head back into the ground. And then he just keeps running. As Blackheart stands up, he sees that Bell is running around him. As a tornado of lightning appears, and Bell learns the new spell, Lightning Storm. As Bell's just using the Godspeed style 1000 cuts, but he's using his actual blade this time. Each cut burns more than the last, and when he hits 1000, Blackheart falls. Yes, he did. And Hestia is pissed. Her star pupil just got knocked out by this boy. As his armor deactivates, and he goes to get Wealth and Lily. Yes. After doing that, let's say the terms and conditions of the war game was that the loser had to do whatever the winner said. So let's say that since Bell was the MVP of that fight, he took down 152, I believe. Yes. No, 151. He took down 151 members. So let's say he was the MVP. So Poseidon gave him the opportunity to ask for what Hestia wanted. He said, and when Bell approaches Hestia, he says, no, I think I'll keep my favor. As he walks out, Hestia is scared, considering that a favor that's not taken is just something that could be sprung up on her at any moment. And let's say that these war games contract are binding, and if you do not uphold, you will be sent back to heaven, or to hell, depending on if you're mortal or god. So yeah. Let's say that everybody in Auraria saw that fight, and let's say that Poseidon's really popular now. And not just because they have a shit ton of money, but because they have skilled members. Let's say that 500 level 3 adventurers, easy, were at the gates, ready to get in. Poseidon let in 500 level 3 adventures, 50 level 4 adventures, 5 level 5s, and that's it. Now, Bell is considered the commander because he's level 3, because when he leveled up twice when he destroyed the level 49 boss by himself, and the what's it called? And the floor guardian. Yeah, he got to level 3 after he defeated the floor guardian. But just because he's low level does not mean just because he's low level, he's still the strongest member in the Familia. He's still the strongest member in the Familia. So he's considered captain. As he was in the... Yes. Yeah. We're gonna put in some filler now. We're just gonna go by day student. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, time for the action scenes again. Yeah. No. No. Okay, so yeah. Thinking. How do I want to do this? Okay, so yeah, Bell got to level 3 after defeating the floor guardians. And he keeps the, like, request from Hestia for safekeeping. As Belle goes on a victory date with Eyes. Yes, Belle goes on a victory date with Eyes. Back to Mamma Mia's, because Mamma Mia's is the only fucking restaurant in Aurario I can remember. Yeah, so he goes in a restaurant with he goes to the Mamma Mia restaurant with Eyes. As Bet walks in, cause I'm gonna do this. Bet walks in and asks why Eyes and you are hanging out. He says, well, ooh, yes. He says, well, Belle here took me out on a victory date. Bet just realized, and after I said that, Bet just realized they're in a relationship. He says, you're not single anymore? Nope. Who's this guy? Why are you on a victory date? Well, Belle here just beat the Hestia Familia in the war games. Bet said, what do you mean? The Black Lightning guy? Bet realizing that Belle's the Black Lightning guy. You, me, outside now. Those are the only words he said. Or we'll do it inside. Belle walks outside, and Bet gets ready to start boxing. As Belle uses Black Lightning 75%, and speed jabs Bet. And Bet goes flying. Bet's knocked out till the morning. They head back inside to eat. And they eat their food. They have their conversation. Yeah, so they have their conversation and they finish dinner up. And afterwards, they go on a walk in the town. Now, I'm gonna go to a separate place in time that's happening 3 hours ago. Yes, this happened 3 hours ago. So Poseidon's in the mansion, and she's helping out Lily, like fix up her room. Yes, she's helping Lily fix up her room. And Lily is smiling. Poseidon has never seen Lily smile, and asks, so you like it here? Lily responds with, yes, very much. Lily's starting to feel like this could be her home. As Wealth walks in, what's up a little bit? Lily starts running at him. Lily gets caught by his hand and starts like swiping at him like that one thing. and growling. Poseidon giggles as she walks out. As she goes to sleep in her room, she thinks, if I never would have met him, I never would have had any of this. Ooh, idea. As she thinks back to his face and him smiling, she starts to blush and says, No. Yeah, this was Poseidon kinda. Yeah. So I'm gonna end it there, and let me know if you guys want 18 plus content on my thing, because Belle and Eyes are still on their date, and I haven't said where they've been walking to yet. So if you want 18 plus content on the channel, tell me, because I am all for it. In fact, I enjoy it. In fact, I am a fan of it. In fact, I almost enjoy the juicy details. So yeah, let me know if you want 18 plus content, and like and subscribe. Goodbye. You know what? Fuck like and subscribe and goodbye. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever the fuck you want. Just, if you like the video, leave a comment. I do appreciate them, and I like reading them. The only reason I did this video today is because someone commented it. What If King? Yeah, What If King, I think his name is. I'm going over there right now. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Let the shit load, please. Someone comment? Oh, shit. Well, What If King, 15 minutes ago, your please is now heard. I'm gonna comment you back and tell you. What If King, shout out to you. You are a real one.